Guión del video artístico de Frieda Kahlo. Frieda Kahlo fue una pintora mexicana conocida por sus numerosos retratos, autorretratos y obras inspiradas en la naturaleza y artefactos de México. Ella se inspiró en la cultura popular, el arte popular y sus propias experiencias de vida en México. Cuando era niña tenía polio. A los 18 años sufrió un accidente de autobús que la dejó con problemas de espalda y dolor crónico por el resto de su vida. A pesar de esto, pintaba constantemente desde su cama o silla de ruedas. Pintaba todo lo que podía alcanzar como joyas, vestidos, incluso sus mascotas, que eran un ciervo, un mono, pájaros y un perro. Para la lección de hoy necesitarás una cartulina negra, un lápiz de color blanco o crayón. Si no lo tienes, un lápiz normal está bien. Una regla, un juego de pasteles al óleo.
All right, so today we're going to
Hoy vamos a
do
hacer un
a
retrato de Frieda
picture
Kahlo
on
de
black
colores
paper with
pastel
oil
al óleo.
pastels of Frieda
Empezaremos
Kahlo,
haciendo un marco
and
alrededor del borde
we're
del
going to
papel.
start by making this frame around the edge of our
Usa un
paper.
lápiz o crayón de
And to
color
do
blanco.
that, it actually is
También
easier if you
puedes
have
usar
a
un lápiz
white
normal.
colored pencil or a
Usa
white
tu
piece
regla
of chalk,
marcando
maybe.
4 puntos
You can
en
use your
las
oil
esquinas
pastel
a
if
una distancia de
you
una
need
pulgada
to,
del borde de tu
but
papel.
I would do it in pencil first
Une los
then, just a
puntos
regular pencil,
con
just so you can
líneas
mark it off.
creando
I'm going to
un
do it in
borde.
white colored pencil so you can see. And the easiest way I realized to do this is the thickness of most rulers are about an inch, which is about the border we want. And so what you're going to do is just line your ruler up to make it 0 on one end, and you're going to line the edge right up against the edge of the paper. And so, and I'm left-handed, so this side is going to be a little tricky. I'm going to actually do it with my right hand to show you. Well, what you're going to first do is draw a little mark right at 1 inch, and then you're going to draw another one. This is a 10, this is a 11-inch paper at the other end for an inch. And so we're going to just draw, we're going to trace this ruler edge. Oops. Just don't move it. We're going to draw a line along the edge of the paper. So basically we're doing an inch frame around the whole paper. And so I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to put my ruler and I'm going to line it up so it's exactly on the edge with the paper. And then I'm going to also line it up so that the bottom, the 0 mark is right at the edge of the paper. I'm going to do a little mark at 1 inch, and then I'm going to mark down an inch from the top and put a mark. And then I'm going to trace or just draw a line along that ruler. Okay? And then I'm going to connect these 2 dots, these 2 lines, and then turn it upside down and connect these 2 lines. So that might take you a little bit longer. I've had a practice doing this, so take your time if you need to. You can pause the video until you have that frame done, and then you'll be ready to start. Keep your ruler handy, because the next step is we're going to measure about off the middle here. We're going to measure up about 3 inches. And now I'm going to switch to my oil pastel. So we're going to draw this out in oil pastels. And about 3 inches, I'm going to try to put my ruler about, excuse me, about what I think looks like the center of the frame. And I'm going to do a little mark on each side of the ruler at about 3 inches. Doesn't have to be exact. But this is what you're going to do for the neck. You're going to draw a line, angle down from that dot to the corner and from this dot to the corner. And don't worry if it goes over a little bit or see I have a little mark there, that's okay. All right. So that's our first part. We're making the neck portion of the portrait. And then the next part I'm going to do is the majority of this is going to be the head shape, the face shape. And so I'm going to draw like a U, a big U But I'm going to
Lo siguiente es dibujar la forma de la cabeza.
from here to this
Dibujaremos
line.
la mitad de
So
una U
I'm starting my
en
U, but
cada
I'm going to
lado,
pick up my oil
formando
pastel
así
and continue
la
my
parte de la
U on the
cara.
other side. So I'm doing a big first half of the U, pick up my oil pastel and do the other half. And then when you have that done, again, remember if you need any extra time, just pause the video or ask your teacher to pause the video. And so the other thing I want you to notice, I'm left-handed, so sometimes I do things maybe the opposite direction because I'm trying not to get my hand to rub through the oil pastel. So kind of be aware of that when you're writing with your right hand. You don't want to slide your hand, drag it through the oil pastels because that'll smear it. So the next line we're going to do is draw an arc. Not a huge arc, it's not going to go up to the top yet, just an arc to connect these.
En la parte
It's not going to
superior,
be a straight
sin
line, it's
tocar
going
el
to
borde,
kind of
conectando así las dos líneas laterales
So that's the
en forma
basic
de U.
shape of our head.
Básicamente, esto formará la
And
cabeza.
the next thing we're going to do is kind of in the
Luego,
center of the
en el
face
centro de
is
la cabeza puedes
the
hacer un
nose.
7
And we're
al
going to
revés,
do, it's like an up,
o una
down,
línea
upside down
pequeña,
7,
dibujando
or an
así
upside down,
la
just a
nariz.
little curved line.
Entonces, dibujamos
And
los
that's
ojos
gonna mark
con
the
dos
nose.
líneas curvadas hacia abajo en cada lado de
Then
la
the
cara.
eyes are closed in this portrait. So I'm just going to do
Intenta
two
hacerlos
curved lines.
simétricamente.
And I'm trying to
Ahora,
do them
puedes
symmetrical,
agregar las
basically the same length on either side. It's hard to do that with pastels, so don't worry. So there are two, and then these, I'm going to draw some eyelashes to show these eyes are closed, but that it is
Para la boca,
Frieda Kahlo.
traza una línea recta
All right.
debajo de la nariz.
So then the next
Debe ser
thing
una
we're going to
línea
focus on is
corta,
the
pero
mouth.
más
And to
larga que la
start,
nariz.
I'm going to take my
Es
pastel.
posible
Now,
que
if you
desees
feel like
quitar un
your
poco del
top of your
papel
pastel is getting
que está en
rounded,
tu crayón
like
o
mine
color
is, and
pastel,
you really need
para
an
que se
edge
logre
to
un
draw
mejor
with, you
acabado
can peel
en
off
el
the
dibujo.
bottom. And again, make sure if you're borrowing someone else's, you ask them first. Is now I'm going to have kind of a sharper edge to use. And I'm going to draw just a straight line across, just a little bit wider than the nose. Like that. And if you have these little pieces of oil pastel that pop up, the best thing to do is not to rub them, is to just tap them off your paper. Because if you rub them, they'll smear. See how I've got all the oil pastels on my hand now? You don't want to rub that. So you just tap it off your paper. All right. So now that I have this straight line for my mouth, I'm going to draw the top part of the lips. And they kind of, it's like a M shape. And then the bottom is just kind of a wide U shape. All right.
Esta es la forma
And
básica
that's
del
the
retrato de
basic
Frieda Kahlo.
look to
Ahora
our Frieda
nos
Kahlo.
concentraremos en los
And
detalles.
after this part, I'm going to draw in some,
Olvidé una
some of
parte
the
importante,
details, but
sus
you
cejas.
can make yours. I forgot one
Las
thing.
cejas de
You
Frieda Kahlo
can
eran
personalize
muy
yours a little bit,
distintivas,
so I'll show you how to do that.
gruesas y
But I did
hermosas.
forget the eyebrows.
Sus
So
cejas
her
estaban
eyebrows are one
casi
of the
juntas.
most
Solo había una pequeña separación entre ellas.
unique things about her, and her
Entonces,
eyebrows were very
dibujemos
thick
una
and
línea
dark and
curva
beautiful. And
arriba de sus
they almost like went together. There was usually, you can see a little bit of a separation between the eyebrows, but hers, she kept them very beautiful and thick. So I'm drawing in her eyebrows up at the top.
Ahora, si
Two curved
quieres,
lines
puedes dibujar algo
of each
diferente a lo que yo te muestro.
All right, so
Puedes
now,
trazar formas
if you
en
would
la
like,
blusa,
there's
o
a
agregar
couple
un
things you
collar,
could do to draw. This is really her neckline and the shirt she has. So I'm going to show you this one I did. I drew in a necklace, and you can make the design of the necklace different. You don't have to have a necklace. You could have, I made this kind of an angled line. You can make it a triangle line. You can make it just a U shape. You can put stripes in here. You could have a different design in your shirt. We're going to work on this part, but you can personalize it however you like. So I do like having a necklace. I'm going to bring down to, actually I'm going to just connect it here. So here's her necklace, and I'm going to draw a circle to start with. And then her shirt, I'm going to make kind of an angled edge to her shirt. So I'm kind of doing it like I did the first one. I'm going to just make some stripes here. And this is just the outline of how you're going to lay it out, and then you're going to add lots of fun bold colors afterwards. And then for the she kind of had these really interesting headbands and big flowers on them. And so I'm going to draw at the very top here. I'm going to draw a big circle here at the top to show kind of the center part of a flower. And then I'm going to kind of do the big petals. And that gives me kind of the dimension of where I want that center part to be. And then the rest of the part of the headband is going to kind of come behind that flower. So I'm going to draw a line from there to the end of her headline there and there. And then I could do another stripe line in the middle if I want to use a couple different colors. And from there, so this is her headband. Now her hair would have could be coming out above the headband. It could be coming a little bit below the headband around here. But I'm going to draw some like curls to show her hair is up here.
Colorearemos la diadema para distinguirla de su cabello.
And when I color in the headband, you'll see that'll distinguish that a bit more. Now the final thing I think is fun, and it is optional, if you would like to put some earrings on her, you can put just a little bit of an ear shape on either side, just a slight dimension for an ear. And then you can make them kind of big, kind of diamond shape earrings. You could do a different shape, circle, you could make them flowers, you could do whatever you like. So now that we have that, and again, anytime you need to pause, just go do so. But now's the fun part where we get to really color in some bold parts to this. And one of the things you can tell from her pictures is that she loved color and flowers and bright, vibrant. So I'm going to make
el color al óleo resalta muy bien cuando lo usas sobre papel negro. Recuerda que puedes colocar capas de color uno encima del otro.
Maybe aren't the color, they show up differently on black paper.
Y
and if you don't necessarily like the way it's turning out, you could actually also layer. So I'm going to add I'm going to just show you that. I liked the red, but I'm going to add a little pink to it just to show you. So you can layer color. Remember, I'm not swiping off those little bits of oil pastel. I'm gonna tap them off. And you kind of have to watch your hands. You can rub them on your paper so you don't get too many smears on your paper. And then try to pick really fun, vibrant colors. I'm gonna do her headband really bright blue.
Disfruta coloreando tu retrato usando los colores pastel más
and if you want to go over a little bit of the white, you can.
Tu estilo, mientras yo trabajo con el mío. Además,
And I'm going to
puedes
keep my
disfrutar
paper
de la
straight so it
música
can stay in the
mientras
camera range, but
finalizas
you can move your
todo tu
paper
dibujo.
to where so it's easier for you to color. It's a little bit hard for me. And maybe I'll put some of the same blue down here in the shirt, her dress. And I can also layer a lighter color blue right on top of that, just to add a little bit of brightness. See, that lightens it up a little bit, if you'd like. And then maybe I'll take a bright, use some purple. That might be kind of fun. Maybe that overlaps a little bit on the blue. Maybe her earrings have some purple in them too. I'm gonna make my I'm gonna just keep coloring and just play the music so you can enjoy decorating your picture as well.
Muchas gracias por ver este video del portarretrato de Frieda Kahlo.